You know what the puppet line is, you know? You know where it comes from? Which is very interesting about the puppet line, as well as where it comes from. If you are asking me about it, I'm going to explain a little bit the line of puppets, where they are, okay? There are people who say to me, well, the puppet line will be around here because they will come. Or this way, I don't know. There are people that everything. The lines of puppets usually arise. Also because of the fall a little bit. Sometimes due to age, sometimes due to the drooping of the face, sometimes due to some problem, let's say facial. A facial problem where your face falls a little bit on one side, you have a facial problem. In short, bad circulation in that part. You chew on one side more than the other. Well, many things that can happen for many things, but basically it is around here, okay? If this is the nasolabial fold, so right from here, following the sulcus from the furrow from the lips. There. Down here. And why is it called the marionette line, Ruben? Well, it's very easy. Look what I'm going to tell you, which is interesting. If you have seen the ventriloquists a little bit, the ones they do like this, they kind of grab him, they call the puppet this one, or Pinocchio, or something like that. The wooden ones, they have this part where the jaw moves, right? Well, that part that stayed like that, that was so obvious. That's why it's called puppet line, because some of you have probably seen it, right? That they have this thing here. It looks like they move like this, right? Well, those are the puppet lines. And so we're going to start with it. We're going to start doing a massage, okay? From the conversion of the lips towards the temples. All right. From here, there, here, I'm going to take a little bit of oil, or in this case, a little bit of cream. A little bit, not too much if you have it next to you. If you have it close by, then look, take advantage of it. Be careful, because we are going to pass by the corner of the lips. What does that mean? Don't put too much cream. No, you're leaving, okay? I've done, look what I put on. I don't know if you can see it from here, but it's nothing, okay? But it's nothing, okay? And I put it here and here. I do a little bit on my fingertips. But come on. Just enough so that it can move, not much more. Right? And we do a massage, okay? Arcandente from the corner of the lips to the temples. That is from here, okay? We do this. Let's start a little bit lower, not here, okay? But a little bit lower. Why? To start pulling here, okay? I do here. And there, okay? I do here. And there. There. Right? Corner of the lips. Notice that I'm in the corner of the lips here, and the one below is also helping me, eh? There and up. Here, upward massage. It is clear that if it falls down, it has to be lifted up, right? That's very easy. Isn't it? Understand? There, perfect. Let's go on a little bit more. Come on. Here, come up a little bit. Perfect. Come up a little bit. Okay, let's do 5 more. How's that? It also relaxes a little bit, doesn't it? The feeling, right? There, good. And again. Here. Finishing up. Remember, we're working puppet lines, huh? This whole part. Pull well. Well, it sure does, huh? More relaxed, huh? This part, right? I'm sure it is. Now we're going to do an exercise. It's a little bit of a weird exercise if you've never done it before. which is like a figure 8. It's more or less, right? A massage like a figure 8, it's part of facial yoga. So it's an exercise that starts at the top and ends at the bottom. So we have to do like a figure 8, okay? We would start here. See, okay? We'll start working here. Okay? We go through the lips. We don't even have to go straight across, but here and down. Okay? Here and down below. You can perform it using just one hand or employ both. Let's initiate with one, all right? Because perhaps it's simpler that way. Let's get started right here. I'm positioned on the left-hand side. Agreed? Right here. The lips, I don't take them out. I don't have very little cream, but still. And then I go to the other side. I go up here. And I'm telling you about the 8 because you're going to remember it that way too, right? There and here. Right? Like an 8 indeed. This rise is important. And this too. There. It's a little bit like your face almost. You know, it's almost like a canvas, right? I mean, you were unintentionally doodling, right? Okay? We were kind of playfully dabbling on the surface, right? That almost drawing sensation, you know? You guys got this? I guess so, huh? Well, now we're going to do it with both of us. With both fingers. I mean, that is with both hands. Right? Let's see how we do, eh? Let's see how we do. Hey, if it goes wrong, nothing happens. We can do it again the same way, okay? Don't worry about it. Okay. So, ta-da. Right? One version would be this and another version could be this. Let's see how we do this. There are crossovers. Come on, here. Down. Right? Here. This one would go here. This one would go here. Okay? And we go up here. We stop again. Come up here. Okay? Fingers crossed. Here, fingers are crossed. Up. And back. And again. It's a bit complicated maybe, huh? If you've never done it before. Here, a low one too. Crosses, okay? And let's do the normal one. I think it's complicated, right? I guess so. I don't know if you're seeing how complicated it is, right? But okay. Right? Here I cross and back to the middle. Okay? I start on both sides. One down as well. Here I go up. And in the middle, okay? That would be it, okay? Here, down. Go across and to the middle. It's like it's already 8. I'm doing it already. As if it were an infinity, okay? I mean, almost. Then we resume. Look, let's do it with everything. Come on here, on one side only, okay? One side. Up. Low. Up. Okay? Let's do 4 more and finish this one. Huh? Here. There. There. The important thing is this rise above all, eh? Because remember that we are working on this. Here, here. Here. Right? Absolutely perfect, isn't it? It's crucial to experience the sensation around the mouth, isn't it? This sensation, both here and here, particularly in this lower region, warrants more finger pressure and a slightly deeper technique. Don't you agree? To add to that, we could even go above and beyond, so to speak. You right? Now let's do an exercise, okay? With knuckles. Okay. Knuckle massage. Index and middle. Okay? From the eye muscles to the jaw, too. Right? We're not going to do the same exercise all the time to work on these points, because in the end, if not, this part gets very tired. Otherwise, this part gets very tired. So we have to put an exercise. For example, to work more here. And then we have to put in an exercise. And then another exercise that relaxes more and goes up, okay? So we are going to alternate these exercises. You understand me, right? I mean, if I'm working all the time here, at the end this, phew, right? And then I have to relax a little bit, stretch a little bit too, okay? It's a way of working that way. Okay, you know, little fingers here. Okay, from the lip width there, with knuckles. So we're going to put a lot of force in here. Like you want to stretch the skin a little bit, huh? Look at that. There. And go on, go on, go on, go on. Up to the temples. Look, my mouth is opening and everything. I lay on my side, okay? There we are, look. Here, that's it. Almost pulling the head, huh? Here, look. Come up, come up, come up. Perfect. And again with me, eh? From here, go up, go up, go up. As if you were there, as if you were almost turning around. If you look at the hands also turn around a little bit, huh? Look, look. Oh, we're here. The hands are here and they're going like this, right? As if it were a corkscrew, almost like a wine bottle corkscrew or something like that, okay? Look, we are here. We're here. And there. Okay, we repeat, come on. We're here. Go up, go up, go up, go up. There, stretching. Okay, we repeat here. Come on. Okay, hop. And it's a good feeling too, isn't it? Finish here in the temples. Stretch a little bit, right? It relaxes, doesn't it? Look, there. And up, huh? Last well, penultimate, eh? We're still going to do a little more. Come on. We haven't even done 10. We're right next to it. Here we are. Look how they are. Opening. Right? Let's stretch a little bit. Perfect, huh? How does it feel now? Ooh, a little bit on your face now? How are you? How do you feel? I had the feeling that I had worked this part. Didn't I? You're all stretched out. Tell me a little bit too. Okay? Let's go now. With a drainage exercise. It could be done as a drainage exercise. And because it is a little bit of stretching, what happens is that you could also include another part that would be like moving, right? Then it would not be as much of an allophatic exercise. But well, let's start doing the normal thing, right? From the corners as well. And what we're doing is a little bit of stretching. Basically, we are stretching in this part only, okay? I'm going to place my hands here, okay? Notice that it's right here. Right there, and I'm going to kind of pull it up and back, okay? Right here. Right there, okay? Again, again. I don't need to push with my head because I can push with my hands. That's important. Sometimes we try to go, and in the end we hurt our cervicals. We don't want that. The important thing is to pull from the hands. The hands are the ones that have to do the force, right? In quotation marks, the strength, right? Or the arms actually, okay? Here. I put my fingers here, huh? Let's put them here. I was going too far maybe now, but here, okay? There, okay? Let's pull a little bit. If this person says the inappropriate word, I don't understand what they mean. However, you don't have to worry. If you prefer, you can use this finger and do the stretching exercise, all right? But keep this finger free. There, okay? But I think it's better to use these, right? Here. Back there. Right? I'll stand a little to the side so you can see, eh? Look, I'm getting carried away. Oops. I think I'm getting up here. Sorry. That's it. That's it. Okay, then thank you. I pull here. Hold a little bit and stop. Again, pull here. Stop and stop again. I pull here. They stop and pull here. Stop. Oh no, I'm going to put another side so you can see me, okay? Let's go. Little fingers, positioning, stretching, stretching a little bit up there. Yeah, come on. Stretching is not stretching as such, huh? But understand me. Because I'm not moving like this, nor am I if I'm not here. Huh? Stretching the skin a little bit. Okay, this would be the version that I had told you. Now, and there's another version that's a little bit circular movements, okay? From here towards the temples. We're going to do it also so that it's a little bit clear. And here I'm going to get a little bit of cream. Because here I'm going to make a displacement. Not too much, eh? You can see that neither. I'm not... Okay, here I'm going to make a shift upwards, okay? Then I'm going to place the 3 little fingers, okay? Here. Notice that the groove. Nosogenic groove, I'm going down. This is like I'm following the groove and making a line. Okay? That line sometimes comes here. Like it would be a little Pinocchio in quotation marks. Right? Or some of these like that, okay? That you remember. I remember, for example, Pinocchio's and that they had this thing that was made of wood, the doll. And it comes down here or it comes over here. And it comes down here like with grease. Right? I mean, it could be one of the two. Either it comes down here or it comes down like this and it has like a kind of a double chin. Quote, unquote, double chin, okay? It kind of accumulates fat. So, okay, in principle, we're going to come here. We're going to place 3 fingers. 1, 2, the second one is kind of on the lip part where the lips are underneath the lips, right? And the third one is here. Okay? I repeat. The middle one is underneath the lips, so you already know that. Another one is here and another one is here. That would be it. There you go, okay? Okay, so from here we start to massage. You can open your mouth a little bit. And from there we're going to start going up. Oh, and well, I know it's a little rough around the edges. It's phenomenal. Okay? And you end up there. Pulling up a little bit, okay? The idea is always, idea is ascending. Okay, we come back here. Remember, middle lips, there. A little bit lower. The other ones are going to go right into place. I don't have to take them any further. Where do they go? Tin, 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 okay? And here, I'm making circles inward and forward. Well, let's say upward. Upward, okay? Upwards. Right there, okay? Right there. Let's repeat. Come on. You know the trick, let's say. This one, you lift a little bit. You place and go. How are you doing, Will? Tell me a little bit, let's see. How are you doing? What exercise do you like best? Why do you like that exercise best too? No? Sometimes I like this exercise better. I think that, let's see actually. What you have to do is do the exercise. Well, whatever it is, if you do it 10 times, and not do the same one 30 times, right? Because in the end, the same exercise 30 times, then, well, you don't. Anyway, you are working different muscles at different times, and you don't go, if I'm doing this all afternoon, well, if I'm loosening up a lot, but of course, if I'm not working afterwards, I do an exercise to be able to stretch, to be able to work here, it's not going to work the same. That is why it is also important, first, the order, and secondly, the amount of exercises we do, right? I'll leave it for you to know. Come on, let's go on with this one a little bit, eh? Here, we go down, there, there. Up, 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 up. There, towards the temples. There. Okay, relax. Pull, 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 pull a little bit. Okay, and again here. We're just finishing up a little bit with this one, huh? Even if when you come up you want to start working with this one, that's perfect, okay? Anything that's helpful and doing. Get a little bit into the area of the skin, even in the muscle part, and start pulling there. Well, that's better too, right? We repeat the last one. Come on, the best one. As Maestro Miguel said, the last one, the best one. Come on, there. Go up, go up, go up. We go on, there we are. Right? And here? Right? Relaxation, right? The face, it feels so... Relaxation, right? I'm not going to leave without telling you a point, huh? But before I tell you the point, which is a stomach point, by the way, let's work on something else. See, this one is called the V technique, so you can imagine a little bit how it goes. The fish smile is also used here, but in a different way. But it's not the one I like the most. That is to say, this one would be like this. And smiling, it's a little complicated. I don't like that one too much because the other one is very clear. And here it's not very clear, for example, then. Well, although it is a technique that is also known, I am not going to do it for that very reason, for what I have explained to you, because I think that kind of thing, to make the fish smile here, I don't know what you would have to do this. I don't like it. You would have to do this. I don't. There are other exercises that I think are better, okay? Okay, so set indexes, okay? I'm going to pull here and I'm going to pull here, okay? That exercise that's done in yoga as well. So the V on one side and the V on the other side, I can do it with one or the other alone, okay? I'm going to do one, okay? First, for example, I place myself here. There, I stretch a little bit, I maintain. And relax, okay? Watch your shoulders. The same here. I don't know if you have seen the Joker, but, well, the Joker's smile goes a little bit that way, okay? I'm going to force it a little bit here too, okay? Like this. But the smile should be produced not by your face. Try to let your fingers do the pulling, okay? That is to say, not the same as the exercise we did before about smiling and so on. No, 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 no. What I want is this. That's where you help yourself, okay? Then pull, but this has to be here. Right? You help yourself there if you want. When we get there, you put it there too. But if not, hold on a little bit and let go, okay? Listen, Ruben, my shoulders hurt. Okay, look, I'm going to explain another way to do it. Here and here. Right? This is the one you did. Well, now I'll tell you this one, and this one. Just watch. Right? In fact, I don't know if you remember that I had my arm a little bit there. You will see me in a video. Look for me in a video. There's a video out there that is going to come out soon with the arm that you will see. Well, do what I'm going to do. Do what I'm going to do. Look, here. Yeah, and here. Right? Watch how I stretch from here. And then here. Okay, and again. And there, from the bottom I position myself. Look. I'm going to let it run a little bit. That's why I put some cream on too. There. And here, I hold 5 and stop, okay? And the other side. Okay? We repeat it 3 more times. Come on. There, relax. Again, here. Relax. You feel it, right? You can also feel it in the area a little bit, almost of the teeth, right? There, good, and again. here, right? And again, and there, right? And finally, the point, which I think is important to tell you about, okay? It is a point that is the 4 of the stomach, okay? Tikam, let me see if I remember. It was something like stream. It wasn't stream, but like when you're putting the straw in a place and so on. I mean, it was something like that. Let's see. Well, I almost said it, eh? It is storage land, like storing a little. It is a point that is where the large intestine and stomach pass. Which is curious because there is a part of the face of the Chinese medicine channel that is related to that. Maybe probably because it has to do with everything that is called chewing. There is something there, okay? Curious, there are very curious things there. The truth. Well, where is the point, okay? Commissure of the lips is here, end of the commissure of the lips. You're right here at the corner of the mouth. You come over here. And there, okay? I mean from here, just like the flaps there, okay? So here, 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 but this. All right? And what are we going to do? Well, we're going to work it here, right? Going up. You're like pulling it up, okay? And as you know, I always like to add a little something more to what we are doing as well. Well, always, but sometimes, yes. I do this about 30 times, a little more than 30 times there. Right? It's also a point that's used a lot for facial paralysis. What does that mean? Well, obviously, if we're doing it, it will help to prevent that from happening also. That is to say, so that the muscle does not get too dumb, okay? And once we're there, we're going to do one and the other, okay? There. We can't press too hard. Why? Because the teeth are close, huh? But we can do like... Well, with the thumb, huh? You know what the thumb is, don't you? I guess. That's it. And now we put this little thing to finish. One here, in the center, and another one here. And we are working just in the little point, eh? In all that part. There, perfect. Good, isn't it? Okay, it's got a feeling, right? In the place where we've been working, there's a little bit of a feeling of having been there working. They're working. That means that you have worked well, which I think is fundamental because what we do, we have to do well. That is why we are here. I would like to comment on anything you want to. If you have any kind of doubts, okay? Hey, look, I don't know if I've done this massage or not. I really like this one. When you do the twist, why is that? This point you told me about, what for? To tell me what, that's what we are here for. I mean, I'm here with you, all right? Even though we're in this room, but I know you're there, you're watching me. And you guys, well, no, but almost. Okay, let me know what you think. Which part was more difficult for you? Which part was more difficult for us? Or if you ask me if it helps to eliminate the wrinkles that you have, if they mitigate it a little bit, or if the wrinkles go somewhere else. Let's see, the wrinkles don't go anywhere. I mean, the purpose of these massages is to stimulate the body's natural collagen production. When I work on a specific area, the manipulation and toning actually enhance the elasticity of the skin, resulting in noticeable changes. The massages encourage the regeneration of collagen, leading to a more toned and stretchable appearance. What does this mean? It means that in the end, these wrinkles will not go anywhere else. What they are going to do is to regenerate and to influence, in fact, more in other places as well. So it really helps. Well, as always, I've been here to help you, and I hope to see you very soon. As always, until healing and beyond, good afternoon, good morning, and goodbye. Ciao.